Hello and welcome back to this week's rundown. Now obviously we have been away for a while it's international break, but don't worry, we are back for the next month where we have action in the leagues, the cup competitions, and we have the return of the Champions League. And also over the coming days we have some big things happening. So on Monday we have the winner of the Ballon d'Or will be announced, and then next week we'll have the group stage draw for the FIFA Women's World Cup next year. So that's some exciting things to look forward to on the channel. Now before we get into today's video, make sure you smash that subscribe button and turn on the post notification bell so you never miss a video of ours, and that you're following us on Twitter and on Instagram for all the latest news and stories. So this weekend's game that we are looking at in depth here in the WSL is Everton versus Chelsea. Now both teams have played 3 games and have amassed 6 points from their 3 games. So last time out for Everton there was a 1-0 win in midweek against Leicester City with an own goal from Kurt Stielerval late on in the 94th minute, and it was a really good game between the two sides, and Everton definitely looked the more favoured to go on and win the game, and Brian Sorensen's side managed to pick up that win. So 2 wins in a row for Brian Sorensen, looking much better after the shaky start against West Ham United on the opening day of the season, but things are looking up on the bright. Now obviously in their last couple of games Jess Park has been the standout player for Everton so far, and I would expect her to continue her form coming out of this international break. Now obviously she was amongst the England team for that camp, but didn't obviously feature in either of the games, so it's going to be very interesting to see can Jess Park continue her great performances over the coming weeks also and make Serena Wiegmann actually think of playing her in the coming weeks. So that should be very interesting to see. One bit of injury news, we're just waiting for both managers to do the press conference as of time of recording, but Dutch forward Katja Snoes actually had to withdraw from the Netherlands national team camp due to injury. Now we don't know the severity of that injury as of yet, but it'll be very interesting to see what happens, whether she'll be able to go this weekend or not. Then if we have a look at Chelsea, now their last midweek game came against West Ham United where they won 3-1. They were 1-0 down early when Dagny Brynjarsdottir put West Ham in the lead, but then goals from Kirby, Sam Kerr and Millie Bright gave Emma Hayes' side the win. So again, back-to-back wins for them, obviously following their opening day defeat to Liverpool. So it's going to be looking brightly for Emma Hayes' side now in the next couple of months, as they play a lot more fixtures with the start of the Champions League next week as well. So they'll be wanting to get back underway from the international break and get things looking good, and they are the 1 o'clock game here, so that's 1 PM BST on Sunday the 16th of October. And elsewhere the games this weekend in the WSL look like this. So on Saturday we have Aston Villa versus West Ham United at 12:30, a game that should be really good between those two sides. Aston Villa looking fantastic so far under Carla Ward this season, and it is congratulations to Carla Ward and striker Rachel Daly, who have both picked up the Manager and the Player of the Month award respectively for September, as they picked up 2 wins out of 2. Then on Sunday, the rest of the games following that Everton-Chelsea game, we have the early kick-off, which sees Manchester United take on Brighton and Hove Albion at midday. Now Mark Skinner has announced that they will be without Alessia Russo, who is still recovering from her injury which forced her to withdraw from the England camp. Then we have Manchester City versus Leicester City at 2 PM. Again, this should be a game that Manchester City will actually be looking to get their first points of the season following 2 defeats to Chelsea and Aston Villa on their opening weekend of the season. So Gareth Taylor's side will be looking to get their first points of the season with that, as well as Leicester City also looking to get their first points this season in that game. And then we also have Tottenham versus Liverpool. Also a final congratulations in this bit to Ashley Neville, who won September's Goal of the Month award. That's also at 2 PM, Tottenham versus Liverpool. And then the evening game sees Reading play host to Arsenal at 6:45. Obviously Arsenal 2 games, 2 wins, 8 goals scored and none conceded, so it's a perfect start to the weekend, to the season, for them. Now over in Spain this weekend we have a look at the games. Atletico Madrid, they play host to Sporting Corvella on Saturday at 3 PM UK time, so 4 PM Spanish time, and then Barcelona, they travel to Athletic Club Saturday evening, and then on Sunday morning Real Madrid play host to Alaves at 11 a.m. Over in Germany this weekend, the one game on Friday sees Hoffenheim take on Freiburg, and then on Saturday VfL Wolfsburg, they play away this weekend at Turbine Potsdam, and then on Sunday Bayern Munich play host to FC Cologne. So some good games for both Wolfsburg and Bayern Munich to pick up victories. Over in France, one game on Friday as Paris FC take on Stade Reims, and then on Saturday Paris Saint-Germain play Dijon, whilst Lyon don't play until Sunday morning, where they travel to Bordeaux. Over in Italy this weekend, we have a fantastic derby as AC Milan take on Inter Milan, Inter Milan being the home side on Saturday afternoon at 1:30, and Juventus, they travel to Sampdoria on Sunday evening. And then finally, over in the Netherlands this weekend, we have PSV versus Fortuna Sittard on Saturday, with the other games taking place on Sunday. So that's Heerenveen versus FC Twente, Den Haag versus Ajax, Excelsior versus PEC Zwolle, and Feyenoord versus VV Alkmaar. So they are some fantastic fixtures to look forward to this weekend in Europe. And obviously this weekend sees the start of the NWSL playoffs. On Sunday at 10 p.m. UK time, we will see the Houston Dash take on the Kansas City Current, and then we have early hours of Monday morning, again UK time, we have San Diego Wave versus the Chicago Red Star. So some great fixtures to look forward to over there, and a reminder that a win for either Houston or KC Current, they will take on the OL Reign, and the San Diego Wave versus Chicago Red Stars game will see them take on the Portland Thorns in the NWSL semi-finals. So they are all this weekend's games and fixtures to look forward to, and we will be back next week with the recap to look back at all those games, and then obviously we'll have a midweek Champions League special looking ahead to the first set of games in this season's Champions League. So until then, make sure you like and subscribe and turn on the post notification bell so you never miss a video of ours, and that you're following us on Twitter and on Instagram for all the latest news and stories from around the world of football as and when it happens. And until next time, we'll see you soon.